The highlighted procedures demonstrate the versatility of the Profin directional system. Profin, the patented successor to the Dentatus Eva handpiece, pioneered by the renowned Professor Per Axelsson, is the choice instrument for accessing and reshaping restorations to form and function consistent with clinical standards. While high-speed rotating instruments are most efficient for cutting bulk material in open areas, they are contraindicated for the removal of overhangs, as they most often cause ditching and damage to surrounding tissue. Additionally, as there are no practical means to place exact amounts of restorative and luting materials, we place excess amounts and then reshape the hardened residue with Profin and the appropriate laminar tips. Profin's up and down and all-around movement provides maximum access. The 1.2mm linear reciprocating motion, used at 5,000 to 7,000 RPMs, is safe and efficient in all procedures. Profin is used to shape anatomical forms on enamel, metal, porcelain, composite and amalgam materials, and is used for the following: removing overhangs. It is not always necessary to redo amalgam fillings due to overhangs. This bulky overhang has been removed in a fraction of time using the Profin directional system. Reshaping incisal and gingival embrasures, refining prepared teeth for full and partial coverage, creating sharper shoulder and chamfer outlines, contouring, root planing and hygiene-related functions, stripping and refinishing debonded surfaces. The Profin directional system is manufactured and marketed by Dentatus. The tips in the lower self-steering 360 degrees rotating position are used for polishing procedures. The laminar tips in the uppermost fixed position provide the precise directional control required in all procedures. Laminar abrasive color-coded tips ranging from coarse 150 microns to very fine 15 micron diamond particles are selected according to the amount of material to be removed. Finer particle tips are used to finish surfaces that can be polished to a high gloss. Wolfram tungstone tips are used in proximity to enamel, as they will not scuff its surface. The laminar color-coded stand is designed for easy reach and tip identification. The long, safe-sided rectangular tips are for easy-to-reach areas. The double knife-edged safe-sided tips are designed for finer spaces. Laminar texturized plastic and wooden tips are for polishing hard-to-reach sulcular and approximating surfaces. Now, the amalgam filling on the fractured upper right first molar will be replaced with a bonded porcelain onlay. The tooth, prepared for cementation. The excess hard dual cure resin is removed. Here, the 50 micron abrasive tip, set in Profin's fixed upper position, provides a tactile sense of control and required pressure for the removal of excess material. Profin's gentle reciprocating motion removes the materials without injuring the gingiva. To polish the buccal surfaces, the tip is inserted in the free rotating lower position, allowing it to follow the tooth in the convenient self-steering mode. The upper right second bicuspid amalgam is removed and replaced with a cosmetic restoration. Here we're using Profin's Laminear 30 micron tip to reshape the contact of the adjacent tooth for proper contouring and seating of the new restoration. Here the restoration is polished with a Laminear plastic V-form tip filled with paste, which reaches all surfaces. The composite restoration of the upper second bicuspid is shaped with a 100 micron abrasive Laminear tip. The shaping is best accomplished without water spray for direct visibility and control. The minimal heat generated does not injure hard or soft tissue. We have taken an impression of these beautiful teeth. The sectioned model of these teeth will help us to see the components of natural dentition. As seen here, tooth anatomy surfaces consist of planes, convexities, and concavities with distinct interconnecting line angles. Profin, contrary to rotating instruments, provides the possibility to create such natural-looking surfaces due to its reciprocating motion. The mesio-incisal corner of the upper central will be restored with aesthetic bonded composite material in harmony with the remaining tooth anatomy made possible with the flat Laminear tips. The central restoration is intentionally overbuilt in size. Only when hardened can it be reduced to the proper form. The Laminear sharp-edged tip in Profin's fixed position offers control to create aesthetic surfaces, spacing and embrasures. The tips may be customized by reshaping and bending to accommodate highly specific needs. Here, the excess hard material, which is often indistinguishable from natural tooth surfaces, is refinished and polished for long-term maintenance and patient comfort. Absorbent wooden tips with paste are used to polish the surfaces to a high gloss. The finished restoration shows excellent gingival harmony and aesthetics. The upper right second bicuspid will be restored with a bonded laminate full crown. Even under careful procedures, we always place excess bonding material in order to seal all abutting surfaces. Excess material must be allowed to harden. Only then is it reshaped and polished. The upper bicuspid is now prepared for an inlay by first removing the amalgam. Undercuts and roughened tapering surfaces are refinished with the appropriate Profin Laminear tips to facilitate the fabrication and cementation of the restoration. Furcations and concavities are typically hard to reach areas, as seen here in the mesial overhang after the placement of a bonded full crown. The curved Laminear tip in Profin's fixed mode provides access to remove excess luting material safely and rapidly. Stripping teeth to provide space for orthodontic tooth alignment is effectively accomplished with Profin Laminear stripping blades. In extremely tight contacting spaces, the teeth must be minimally wedged apart for the blade to slide between the teeth. Thereafter, any of the Laminear tips may be used depending on the amount of tooth correction necessary. Studies show that linear movement of Laminear tips is most efficient in removing embedded materials after bracket debondings without damaging enamel. This young boy's upper central space has been corrected by orthodontically moving the adjacent lateral in its place, and a central crown will be bonded into place. Profin's gently vibrating wooden tips facilitate the flow of cements for more complete, safe seating of bonded restorations. Profin, unlike rotating instruments, provides access and the means to recreate fine anatomical forms. The companion Laminear abrasive and polishing tips are indispensable for fine finishing surfaces even in the hardest to reach areas. The Profin directional system is recognized by international practitioners, lecturers and teachers of the art as the instrument of choice in preventive and modern bonding procedures. The patented Profin handpiece and companion fine laminear tips are for helping you get into all the right places. Profin, the #1 professional choice for fine finishing modern adhesive materials, providing more enduring results, greater patient comfort and enhanced aesthetics. Profin directional system. From Dentatus of Sweden, another product in time for the future.